been an EMT all through college and they have 1,000 hours. It's just impressive.
Hi everyone, third year medical student here. As someone who applied to med school successfully as a first generation student, I wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about the clinical experience that I had and recommendations that I have for pre-meds who are going to be applying to med school in the future. So this clip is actually from my event, The Pre-Med Experience, where I interviewed deans of medical school admissions to find out exactly what they're looking for in their applicants. What these deans said was spot on and exactly how I experienced the medical school application process. I think a good ballpark is to at least have over 100 hours for any activity that you're going to put on your medical school application. It doesn't have to be every single one, but the majority of your activities should have at least a couple hundred hours. So for me personally, I volunteered at a cancer center and I had 134 hours of that activity. I also did some shadowing, so this is where I wish I could have had more hours, but I was only able to get 34 hours of shadowing radiologists, 8 hours shadowing neurologists, and 12 hours shadowing in primary care. I also went through a medical assistant training program. They had 492 hours of course material. However, I didn't end up actually working as a medical assistant because I chose to do a different job during my gap year before going to medical school. I would say, though, if you have the opportunity to work in healthcare, I would highly, highly recommend it. There were a lot of my classmates who worked in healthcare before starting medical school, and they definitely had a huge advantage over me because they knew a lot of the terminology, the abbreviations. Some of them had studied anatomy, had done actual medical procedures. Like, they were just leaps and bounds ahead of where I was when I started medical school.